The tale of ambitious leaders, their rise, and their consequent downfall is a story as old as time. In the early 20th century, two such men, Adolf Hitler and Benito Mussolini, found themselves on similar trajectories. Yet each man's path diverged profoundly in execution and ultimate legacy. While both were driven by imperial dreams and resorted to militaristic measures, the similarities end in their pursuit of power and the countries they aim to glorify. Both Hitler and Napoleon Bonaparte have often been compared because of their grandiose visions to dominate Europe and their eventual defeat by the harsh Russian winter. Yet, we must not overlook the blueprint for dictatorship that Hitler primarily shadowed, the one laid down by Mussolini, the Italian progenitor of fascism. Emerging from modest beginnings, each man experienced life-altering hardship. Mussolini, born into poverty, had the grounding in Marxist teachings and an intense oratory charisma that earned him influence in Italy amid post-war instability. Hitler mirrored this journey in Germany, albeit with artistic aspirations, only to spiral into soldiering due to the upheavals of World War I. Post-war Italy, though nominally a victor, found itself grappling with economic despair. Promised territorial gains from the war had been denied, rendering Italians restive and resentful. Much like the economically devastated Germans, burdened by reparations from the treaties that concluded World War I. Here lay fertile grounds for radical ideology, with both nations smoldering in socio-political unrest. Karl Marx's insight about economic and social collapse, breeding revolution, seemed to unfold before their eyes. Mussolini honed in on this nationalist fervor, rallying Italian pride behind the banner, "We are Italians." Nothing more, aligning disgruntled ex-soldiers and civilians into his paramilitary black shirts. Their presence sent shockwaves across Italy, ultimately culminating in Mussolini's significant, albeit bloodless coup, compelling a transfer of power via his orchestrated march on Rome. In contrast, Hitler's initial coup mirrored Mussolini's strategy, yet resulted in failure. His ill-fated march on Berlin ended tragically with his arrest, marking a steep deviation in his approach. From his prison cell, Hitler absorbed the lesson that achieving power in Germany would require political cunning over brute force. Thus, spanning the next decade, he tactically amassed influence through electoral politics rather than revolutionary violence. Politically, both sought to restore a mythic past. Mussolini channeled Rome's ancient empire, whereas Hitler evoked the grandeur of the Holy Roman Empire in his Third Reich. Their catchphrase? The return to a golden age, the ultimate adage of political mythos. Come the late 1930s, their alliance materialized through the Pact of Steel, uniting Italy and Germany in their ambitions, setting the stage for World War II. Yet despite towering intentions, Mussolini's Italy proved militarily inept, necessitating Hitler's intervention at every misstep, ultimately dragging the Nazi war machine to its knees. The irony is palpable. Mussolini, the cradle of Hitler's fascist aspirations, directly and indirectly hastened his protégé's destruction. Such is the intricate dance of history, where ambition too often meets its reckoning in the most ironic of conclusions. In retrospect, as historians juxtapose these two dictators against each other, we observe that where history chose to replicate certain patterns, it also inserted unique divergences that defined each leader's impact on the 20th century. A tale of two tyrants, fundamentally linked yet singularly driven. Their narratives form a chilling reminder of history's cyclical nature and the human propensity for repeating past errors.